Hey, this is Alcatraz with 2411, and today we are going to review the Guardians of Harmony Shining Armor figure. So yeah, I was kind of had my hopes up for this one. Probably shouldn't have had it up as much as I did, but it wasn't too much of a disappointment. But there are a couple things here and there that I wasn't a huge fan of, or I wish they would have done differently. Not that it's a bad figure, it's actually fairly decent all things considered, but yeah, there's a couple things that it could have been done a little bit different, a little bit better. But anyway, let's get into the details. So first off, we're going to start off with his accessories, and we're going to start off with this spear. Like her sister Twilight, he comes with this big leg-attached spear. And it's pretty much the same thing, design's a little bit different. Works the same way, though. This one's got a little bit of a bend going on here that I could probably fix with a little bit of judicial application of heat. Otherwise, same basic thing. One thing, though, his legs are bigger than Twilight's, and because of that, the only place this spear attaches is right up on the top of the leg, so it actually impairs this leg movement. His leg has to stick out a little bit because the spear gets in the way. That's pretty much the only downside to it. Other than that, same basic thing. It works. So let's get this out of the way as it flies away. Alright. Moving on to his armor pieces. He's got 3 different armor pieces: helmet, body, and shield. They are all made of the same kind of soft plastic that we've seen in other figures. It's soft and it bends. So yeah, I guess it works. I mean, I kind of would have liked a rigid shield, but it's not a big issue. However, there is a couple little paint misses here and there on this one, like up on the top. Probably won't show up on the camera very well, but missed the gold paint over here. And I would like to see these stars a different color. They kind of blend in when they're the same purple as everything else. But otherwise, that one's alright. Onto his actual armor, though. Start with his helmet. I like the design of the helmet. I like how it looks. However, I would like these eye sections to be lower because, as you can probably see, they miss. His eyes are getting covered up by the rest of the helmet, and it won't go down any further than that. That's just the way it is. So, I guess you have to live with that one. Otherwise, there's a little bit of a paint miss up on the top, but it's fairly well painted other than that. So let's get this off. And yes, it is made of soft plastic, which is probably a really good thing, or else it would be a pain to get it on and off of his head. Onto his actual armor. Again, mostly fairly decently done with the paint. I'd like a little bit more paint details here and there, but it's kind of small. So, it works. There's a little bit of a paint miss over here. One thing, because it is soft plastic and there's no attachment on the back, sometimes you'll see the back of the armor will tend to flare out. Mine, when I got it, sat way flared out, and I was able to slowly work it back down. You can do that because it is soft plastic. A little bit of heat will help. But my biggest issue on this is because it is soft plastic, this piece here, which is actually the clasp that holds it on, does not like to go on at first because it's soft plastic. There's a pin and a hole. But in order to get it on, you gotta use your fingernails and get underneath of it and really force it on there. And I'm a little bit afraid of ripping the plastic at sometimes. That's how you got to do it. Otherwise, it just won't. But otherwise, it works. So let's pull this off, and it helps if you move the head to move that. Let's talk about the figure itself. Fairly well built, but there's a couple things wrong. One of them more than others, and you may already be able to see it. The body and the limbs, including the head, are all different types. They're different types of plastic, and you can really see it. The body is a different color than the legs and head. Yeah, it's a bit annoying to see that. I guess this is a normal thing that you have to deal with, especially with white plastics when they use different types. This is a softer plastic. This is a very rigid type. But yeah, it's a bit annoying, but what can you do? On this one, and I'm not certain if it will even show up on the camera, there is a little bit extra discoloration on the neck, and I don't know if it's just this figure or anything else, but yeah. So, enough with the head. There's the legs. Actually, they work pretty well. The joints are, this one's a bit stiff, but it works. A little bit of shock oil could fix that one. But yeah, they're nice and posable. Not entirely certain which way the legs are supposed to go. The upper legs are supposed to go, but either way works. And yeah, joints are actually fairly well made on this figure. So I do like that. The tail can move. And yes, if you pull on it hard enough, it will pop out. It is like a little ball socket in there. The other issue, there's some paint problems. There's like 2 or 3 paint misses because the hooves are painted on. And yeah, let's try and zoom in on a couple of these. So yeah, as you can see there's a bit of a miss here and a bit of a miss here. This one's pretty significant of a miss. I'm not certain what happened there. This one might be removable because of the kind of plastic it is, but this is being a softer plastic, I'd be afraid of damaging it. The other one, yeah, that's the other one there, and it's pretty significant too. Something happened with that one. But yeah, couple misses here and there, nothing super major though, but enough. So yeah, there we have it. Other than a couple, the discoloration in different colors of plastics and, just the standard problems with this kind of plastic with latching together. Overall, it's a fairly decent figure, but with enough little disappointments. I'm not regretting buying it, but I wish those things could have been a little better. So, your mileage may vary. I may have just gotten a lemon. So I guess just let us know if you get a better one. Other than that, this is the review. Hope you like it. Hope you look at the rest of them. So, until then, see ya.